feel like Vin Diesel right now. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. And for those 51 minutes or less, I'm trapped. I don't know, I got nothing. So yeah, I don't know if this is only because of Waves of Honor. I don't know if this is because it's summer, but man, if I had to do this every time, this is not making those annual passes look good.
No.
So we have made it to SeaWorld, and I've got to say, if any of our experience so far is indicative of how this park is run, I have no intention of ever coming back. Like, again, I know, every time I say I don't want to sound complainative, I follow it up by immediately complaining. But it took us an hour and 30 minutes to get from the exit to where you even get to the line to pay to park. And then the parking lanes were moving. It was just a bad experience all around. And then I tried to pay for preferred parking, and the girl's like, oh, you want preferred? Okay. And she walks into this little booth that's air conditioned. She closes the door. Literally 7.5 minutes later, comes back out, hands me my receipt. And I'm like, this isn't preferred. She's like, oh, well. Her words were, oh, well. Sorry, I'm getting a little frustrated. So we had to go to like pet care, which is cool. I'll give them that. They have a pet care. SeaWorld has pet care. For $15 a day, you can board your pet. That's awesome. $10 a day if you're an annual pass holder, which I'm not really worried about. Bottom line, the reason we know there's a pet care is because I had to go there to upgrade to preferred parking. But we are in the preferred parking area, and I'm gonna let you in on a little pro tip. One, if you're visiting SeaWorld, preferred parking is just as far as regular parking. It's just a different color parking space. And two, there is literally nobody watching preferred parking, so if you want to just pay for regular and drive over to preferred, no one's gonna stop you. They're not gonna move your car because they didn't give me a special thing. I asked them when I went to pet care and paid to upgrade, I was like, do I need that little orange thing? They're like, no, you don't need it. So, I mean, I could be speaking out of line and my car could get towed or whatever, but that's gonna be a whole nother bad experience adding to today. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm already grumpy, but we're gonna try and let the kids have a good time at least. It's just, I'm spoiled by other Orlando theme parks. One thing SeaWorld does have going for it that's better than the other Orlando theme parks, at least that I know of. I haven't really looked into it with the others, but it's advertised. They have what they call the sunny day guarantee. If at any point the rides go down for more than an hour, you can go to, and I'm trying to get this to focus because it wants to focus on me. Yeah, guest services, information and reservations. That area over there. What they will do with the sunny day guarantee is if any rides are shut down for more than an hour, you can get replacement tickets that are good for 90 days. If you've been in the park for less than 5 hours. If you've been in the park for more than 5 hours and the ride shut down for more than an hour, you get a 50% off your next ticket. So we just got replacement tickets and we were getting ready to leave and they're like, no, you don't have to leave. You can still stay, but this is just because of that, which is really cool. So policy-wise, and the people working right now, that's awesome. Thank you. They do not replace the food bans, and the reason they don't is because the restaurants stay open regardless of the weather. So we could still walk around and eat all we want, even if the rides are shut down. Something to keep in mind, but I wanted to show that, and we came inside, and I want to do it on the good camera. So we came inside where it's nice and dry. We're gonna do a little bit of shopping, see if the rides open back up, and then at the very least, we've got like 30 minutes till we can eat again. I'm gonna be full before the day's over. Come along. While we are still hunkered down, awaiting the rain to pass by, I did want to point out, this is the gift shop closest to the entrance. They have a bunch of stuff that's out for 4th of July, so I'm not sure if this is 4th of July or Waves of Honor specific, but one thing that I've noticed is really cool here at SeaWorld, because they don't have an outlet or like the character warehouse, so their seasonal stuff, like this is a seasonal kid shirt, it's $12. So their seasonal stuff is priced, from what I've seen, I may just be making stuff up here, but from what I've seen so far, observational, it looks like their seasonal stuff is priced according to season, like they want it to go out, since they don't have it. So yeah, $5.
Adults are like 15. Do you want one?
The adults are only 15? Yeah. The adult sizes are 15, so I'm gonna dig through the adult sizes of the camo one, and if not, I'm gonna get that. So I've been trying to approach this with a positive outlook, and I was trying not to, because I've already hated my cards out to a few people. I've met a few people, I've talked with people, like non-employee, non-ambassador people, and I've been trying to enjoy myself, but I feel like, I'm not sure, like a lady, like my daughter was looking for her name, because these mugs have names on them, so she pulled out like 2, 3 looking behind, and she got yelled at by a lady, and like my wife and I were within 3 feet of her. Like we were standing here, we had eyes on, I don't know what the deal was. So it's like a 50-50 this trip. So I'm not sure what's going on. It's like I'm trying, and you can go back and look, I'm trying my best to enjoy this trip. Everything else, like the park, the policies, it's all been pretty good. And then something like that happens, and I really do. I think it's an employee standard problem. And maybe it's just because I've come from customer service and I've got a background where being kind to the people that basically make sure that you stay employed. That's rude. Anyway, bottom line. I don't know where I was going with all that. I probably shouldn't even. I don't know. This trip has been 50-50, and I think it's a standards issue. I think it's
other theme parks.
Thank you.
Are just like at a whole other standard of how you should treat your guests, and how it's just the whole atmosphere is, and it's like people really think that place is magical.
I am trying my best. I'm gonna restart all of this. I'm starting fresh. I'm gonna be positive. Maybe we were all just hungry. Maybe it was the heat. Maybe every person here that is employed by this park just needs to not be rude. Do better. But I am doing my best to stay positive. So here is what we're up to. I don't know. I didn't really have a transition there, and I didn't think that through. I was just trying to be positive again. Our kids are looking at dolphins, and it's amazing. So we are enjoying the experience. What's up, guys? If you're watching this video, I mean, obviously you're watching it separate from the dining reviews, but normally with the dining reviews, I like to get a shot of the outside, I like doing that. With the amount of rain, it hasn't been very conducive. I've been doing the dining reviews on my phone, because I can keep it in my pocket, while I keep the nicer camera in the bag that's waterproof. So yeah, apologies that the dining reviews aren't gonna be better. They're gonna be really quick, but that's what it is. It's all quick service stuff, because we got this little band thing. We're taking advantage of it while we got it. And that's more content, because that's one video for every little quick thing that we review.
I'm pretty sure, like, we have to stay up a while. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm like really full right now, but if we leave in like an hour and a half, we'll be like, hey, I'm hungry, we should stop and get food, and you might kill me.
I literally would. But she would do that. That's the kind of thing she does every time. So, in the vein of finding something to do, if we can figure out how to get to the Sky Tower, I think we're gonna go up on that. And I don't know. It hasn't rained for a few minutes at least. Hopefully it stays that way so I can keep the Canon out, because I'm really liking getting better video and actually being able to get video, because a lot of times I'm too lazy to grab the GoPro, and you know, it's just how I do. It says tower, and then it says bar. let's go get lost together. So along with my Do Better Disney, we're gonna start a little category. Boop, Do Better SeaWorld. Yeah, if I'm already paying, I mean, I'm here for Waves of Honor, but I had to buy one ticket. That's not the point that I'm making. If people are already paying admission, Sky Tower should be considered a ride.
It's just like a one-time thing. When we're not here, they're not doing the Waves of Honor. It's free for everyone.
Hey, I will say, like, no, she's joking, but I did notice that everything online said that parking was a whole lot cheaper than what it was.
$22, and then when we got here, it was $30.
Yeah, so maybe because they know people are coming for Waves of Honor, or maybe because it's the summer weekends, maybe they are going up in prices. So correct me, maybe, just maybe. Sorry, I got distracted by pearls. Maybe, just maybe, it's, you know, one of those things where it's like, they only do it sometimes it's free. Let me know, because I don't want to judge them too harshly. But we're in a pearl shop because of air conditioning, and then we're gonna try and find a ride that we don't have to pay extra for after paying park admission. So, I'm not much of a beer drinker. I know there was a whole time when I was making videos that I didn't drink, and it wasn't like any reason, it was just personal preference. But even now that I'm back to, I'm not a beer drinker, bottom line. I, however, love a good cider. And here at the shark area at SeaWorld, there's a cider hut. We got elderberry, blueberry, and mango. I'm gonna try mango. So, quick pro tip, and I say pro tip, this is like, we don't come to SeaWorld. Quick tip from somebody who is learning about SeaWorld and wants you to learn along with him. Right here at the Pretzel Shack, it's like Mama's Pretzel Kitchen. Between May and September, they are doing 2 free 7-ounce craft beer trials per adult. So, if you are looking for a drink, an adult beverage, and don't want to pay the $8 or $9 that it is for a theme park adult beverage, and just need just that few minutes when your kids have been screaming all day and it's hot and it's wet and everybody's upset, and you just want a quick free beer, 7-ounce beers, you can get up to 2 per adult at Mama's Pretzel Kitchen. So we're gonna do that. One more tip. It looks like Coors Light and Yingling are the beers. We haven't made it up there yet, but I can't say that for sure. But if that's the case, if you're not basic, this may not be good enough for you. So, yeah. I guess I'm getting 2 Yinglings to give to my wife on top of her 2. So those 4 will equal 1 actual size beer. SeaWorld life hack. 3 of the free 7-ounce beers completely fills up a souvenir Pilsner. As my wife has found out. And to address what I covered previously, yes, it is Coors Light or Yingling are the free samples. So if you don't like either of those, it's not that great of a deal for you. But if you really like Yingling, 3 fills up a cup. Just saying. We gotta go find something and do something or something.